Hey, beautiful Cancer family. Welcome to your Tarot and Oracle reading for October 2024. We're going to use the Star Tarot to get a general life path reading for you. We'll get clarifiers with the Wild Reflections deck, and then we'll pull a card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck to see who's working with you or what the messages are from your gods, guides, and guards. And then we'll pull some runes so we can have a word from the All-Father. Okay. For those who are new here, hello, I am Teresa, and welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. Here I use tarot and intuition to serve and support you on your journey to your highest and most blessed timeline. I also do this by making mala beads, also known as prayer beads or meditation beads. You can check them out at malaology.com. Now back to your reading. So the energy that you're holding at this time is the moon, which is perfect for you, Cancer. And then your path. One more, Spirit. Thank you. What does Cancer need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Your path this month is Justice, King of Swords, the Empress. This is looking really, really good. Oh my goodness. And the High Priestess. Wow. This is a lot of major arcana cards for just a few cards here. And then your path leads to the Magician. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The Fool and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. All right. So this is amazing. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards out of 8. Right? So this month is extremely consequential for you. A lot of very, very major energies are working with you, and you are doing magic. You're super connected, though. You're super connected to Spirit, to Source. If you don't already feel that, I would be really surprised with the Moon card and the High Priestess. All right. But what the energy that you're carrying right now with the Moon, this can mean a few different things. So let's talk about what we're looking at here. We're looking at an ascension out of the darkness, out of the dark water, out of the void, out of mysteries, right? Through a dark forest. There's a path here, right? This is a place that people are often afraid to traverse, a situation people are apprehensive to put themselves into, but they know that on the other side of this is a huge spiritual ascension. This pyramid and this path goes through the dark forest and winds up this golden pyramid that takes you to the highest level you've been to yet, right? From the dark, dark void to the highest heights, a real connection with Source. But what else we see here is a wild dog or wolf teaching a domesticated dog how to howl. Basically, like, you know, when a domesticated dog hears a pack of wolves howling in the night, they can't help but to open their throat chakra and to howl with them. It's their instinct. It's your deepest instinct. So this is you connecting to what your most natural self, really, your most authentic self, opening your throat chakra, saying your words, telling your truth, opening up to a side of you, or embracing a side of you and expressing a side of you that maybe you've never expressed before. Maybe you've never even recognized as a part of yourself before. So this is a very, very transformative time where you're going from kind of a mysterious, repressed kind of, for some of you, repressed energy to a very high vibe and enlightened energy. But regardless of what it is you're going from or to, because this is going to be different for every one of you, there is a kind of an energy of traversing that dark forest. There's a dark forest energy, you know. You got your wolf and your dark forest. You're kind of like Little Red Riding Hood, right? So, but this is something that a lot of people, like I said before, can be a little bit scary until you do it, right? The woods can be very, very scary to enter until you realize, until you're in the midst of them and you realize, oh, there's a bunch of fairies around here and it's a magical place. You know, this is an enchanted forest. Or, oh, you know, there's the nature loves me, nature embraces me, nature gives me everything that I need, fills all my needs. You know, there's just some energy of facing your fears in a way, and embracing your dark side for some of you, and that's not like, it's not like it sounds, okay? Embracing your more instinctive side, your more intuitive side, because ultimately the moon card is a connection to your intuition, right? So that's you this month, beautiful Cancer. You're ruled by the moon. So this is just a place of empowerment for you, and a period of you finding a deeper connection to yourself and source. All right. Now your path goes from Justice, which is a beautiful place to start, and ends with the Eight of Pentacles. So this is like knowing what you have to work on, knowing what you have to do, and putting your nose to the grindstone to make something happen, to having a direction. And I would say a very magical, powerful, empowered direction of manifesting amazing things and the life that you want, basically. So from Justice, now again, this can mean many things as well. This can mean a ruling in your favor, perhaps, right? In some way. The universe rules in your favor. People rule in your favor. There is a finding that you are right or righteous. Perhaps this is you finding your own right path, your own righteousness. This is also, you can see the peacock feathers. This is you shining your light. You know, the full moon, there's a lot of illumination and opening your throat chakra, saying your words, shining your light, being fearless and fierce at this time, and maintaining balance above all else, because the Justice card, if anything, is extremely balanced. You can see the perfect symmetry in this card. Right side and left side, perfectly balanced, right? So this is you coming from a place of equilibrium, all right, to finding your magical path, your choosing a path of manifestation and going in that direction. So it's making a decision, basically. It's just that. It's choosing which path to take. You know, this has kind of Two of Wands energy, where there's two paths that you can take and you're just choosing your way. And that's a really great way for your path to start, because movement at the start of a path will take you much, much further, right? King of Swords is clarity, understanding, wisdom, and authority. You know, the King of Swords with the Justice card almost always means, well, okay, I won't say almost always, but you're hard pressed to find a time that it doesn't mean this. So almost always means a ruling in your favor. Absolutely. The authority of the time, the authority of the place is saying you have won, you were right, you have completed something correctly, opening the path to the next step. This could be you winning money in some way because you've been found worthy of it. Really, you know, your heart is as light as a feather. You know, in the Justice card, she's holding a heart in one scale and a feather in the other, right? You are innocent, you are pure, you have been found worthy. Yeah. And this leads to the Empress, which is manifestation. The Empress is pregnant with possibilities. She is birthing her tomorrow, right? So this is you choosing, again, what you are going to birth, what you are going to create, and how you're going to do it. And the Empress does everything with love. So she is pregnant with possibilities because she's gestating in her womb, because she's creating out of love. We love our babies. Yeah. So whatever it is that you're creating, you're putting the energy of spirit into it, your connection to spirit into it. You know, spirit is your co-creator in this. Spirit is the thing that is helping you to manifest whatever this is. And there's not a lot of work being done. The work being done is internal. And at the end, the work being done is external. Then you'll have your walking papers, you'll have your assignment, you'll know what to do, you'll understand better how to move forward to nurture this creation after it's come to light, right? After it's outside of that birth canal and being freed from that dark, dark void that the birth canal actually is, right? So the Empress is just one of my very favorite cards in the tarot, because she speaks to abundance, creativity, creation, love, all the beautiful things that the goddess brings to us. This is goddess energy. And I feel a lot of goddess energy here, even though you have a lot of masculine energy too. There's, again, this strong, strong balance between the sun and the moon. But you can see a lot of moon here, right? And something that I want to point out here is this Justice card has an eclipse on it, which is very, very interesting, right? This is the sun and the moon together. So this is, that's very interesting because we're just coming out of the eclipse window, right? The solar eclipse happens October 2nd. So as you move through October, the eclipse will be behind you, all right? And that's what you literally have in that picture. But this goddess energy is from the moon. You have moon, 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 connection to your God's guides and guides, messages from spirit, messages from source, messages from your angels and from your higher self. And then you have the high priestess, which is all of that. The high priestess is connected. She's connected to everything in the universe. This is Indra's web, which is every single living soul, every aspect of God, every facet of source on this web, interconnected. Right? And the high priestess is in the center of it. You can feel, you can sense everything. Like you're still, there is a lot of stillness still here, right? The high priestess or the empress is birthing, so she's not working outwardly. She's co-creating with spirit right here. And the high priestess is still. The divine masculine energy is the magician. The divine masculine makes things happen. He works his magic to create things outwardly, right? But the high priestess is the opposite of that. She's the divine feminine principle that receives. She just receives. She receives messages. She receives blessings. She receives abundance. She receives everything through her connection to the all. So it starts, it looks like your month is starting with a lot of just calm, still energy where you are getting your walking papers, like I said, and feeling. You're feeling what you are doing next. You're feeling what your path is, and you're waiting. There's a hangman energy of waiting because gestation has a waiting period that cannot be ignored or denied. If you try to ignore or deny that waiting period, things won't go well for the baby, for the creation. But then it looks like later in the month, as you proceed, this could be the second half of the month. This could be toward the end of the month. It's very difficult to know this because every one of you beautiful Cancers are in a different position on this wheel, so to speak, right? So obviously it's going to be different for each of you, but you will know when the time comes to do the thing because you are that connected, like seriously. The magician says, as above, so below, right? He is receiving power from the universe and putting it to action down on earth. And he's got his tools of creation on the table in front of him, his cups of emotion and his emotional guidance system. You know, he's feeling the feeling of his wishes fulfilled. He's got the sword of his intellect and focus. He's focused only on what it is that he wants to create. And he's got his magic wand, his action, his passion, his physical body that he can put to work, his blood, sweat, and tears, right? And then he has his coin, that which becomes manifest when you put those three aspects of self together. So he is also very balanced and he is very, very focused on what it is that he wants to create so that he can manifest the world that he dreams of. So this is a huge month of manifesting something. Whatever it is that you're creating right now is going to be very, very fruitful if you do what is needed to be done to follow through. There's some work to do at the end, right? And then the Fool, bravery, courage. He's about to jump into this pool with the alligator, right, or the crocodile. Most people wouldn't do that, but he knows because he's connected to source. He has the moon behind him, so he intuitively understands that this alligator won't hurt him, that this pool won't hurt him, that this dark forest isn't as scary as it seems. There's a definite energy of courage, bravery, and excitement for the future. The Fool is extremely optimistic and enthusiastic about the future. He is dancing into his future, right? So this is a real time of excitement, you know, like when a baby is born. For some of you, I would not be surprised if a baby is born, which will require a lot of work once it's born, right? Or when you start a new business, the new business is your baby. When you start a new, like a YouTube channel, that is your baby, right? Something that you're creating is your baby and you're so excited about it, right? And that's the Fool and energy. Some people may look at you and think that you're a fool. They may think, well, that's pretty eccentric, or, oh, didn't see that coming. You know, that doesn't seem like him or her. But guess what? You are what you are, right? And you are becoming more and more that as you follow this path. Huge energy of authenticity and just following the beat of your own drum, the rhythm of your own drum, your own path. And that ends with the Eight of Pentacles, which is co-creating with spirit outwardly. You did it inwardly. Now you must do it outwardly. Now you're sitting there and you are using your hands and all of your other tools, the tools of the magician, right? To repeatedly do a thing over and over again until you get it perfect, until you are good at it, until you get fast at it, creating systems. There's some sweat involved, sweat equity, but it is the kind of labor. Well, it's a labor of love. It's easy for you to do this thing. It's easy for you because you have that energy of the Fool. A lot of excitement. This is Ace's energy. You know, new beginnings is always exciting. And that's when we can't wait to get up in the morning, right? We don't even want to go to bed because we're working late. And we can't wait to get up in the morning because we can't wait to get started again. So this is very exciting for you, beautiful Cancer. I'm going to need some clarifiers for these cards, because these cards are like really wide open. Being major arcana cards, there's not a lot of specifics. This energy is pretty generalized, but also really positive. Spirit, please give us some clarifiers for the Cancer family on their path as they move forward with October. Who does Cancer reflect? What is Cancer's reflection? Please clarify the moon. Thank you. All right. And then please clarify Cancer's path. Thank you. Path for Cancer. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, here we go. So Justice is clarified by Nine of Wands. King of Swords is clarified by Knight of Cups. Here. The Empress is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, this is interesting. There are a lot of court cards here. The High Priestess is clarified by the Hierophant, which is very, very interesting. This is the female priest, and this is the male priest energy. So again, really balanced, you know, super self-contained, super whole, basically, like whole, one. And where does this path lead for beautiful Cancer? What is the outcome for the Cancer family? Let's clarify the Magician, please. Thank you. Magician is clarified by Three of Pentacles. The Fool is clarified by Five of Wands. And Eight of Pentacles is clarified by King of Wands. This is really positive, Cancer family. This is so positive. Okay, so that moon card, that the energy that you're wearing right now is clarified by the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is in pursuit of information, in pursuit of understanding, of wisdom, but he's on a journey. He's riding his motorcycle. That's you going fast into the dark forest, right? No one's going to stop the Knight of Swords. No one can get in the way of the Knight of Swords. He's very, very determined to make this work, right? Also very, very specific about what it is that he wants. He knows what he's pursuing. He's like a student in school. He knows what he needs to learn. He's got a lesson plan, and he's moving forward. So some of you are beginning a lesson plan that can be scary and intimidating, that's going to take you to a much, much higher knowledge than you ever thought possible, than other people thought possible. This is a true ascension here, right? So it could be as simple as that, right? But there is a pursuit of knowledge, a pursuit of wisdom, pursuit of understanding, and of authority in your subject matter, whatever that may be. Also, news. There could be a message for some of you about whatever this is that will bring to light, because the moon brings to light that which is not unknown, if it's a full moon, and this is, right? And the Knight of Swords brings clarity and understanding and a message for many people, and this looks like a full moon right here, his big headlight, you know? So I just feel that some of you are going to be given what you need as far as information. All right, so then your path, starting with the Justice, staying super balanced, is clarified by the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is defending his position. He's also coming to the end of a journey, coming to the end of an old way of working hard. The wands can be very, very heavy, right? Usually it's the Ten of Wands that puts his burden down. But here in the Nine of Wands, I'm really getting that energy of just not carrying that load so much anymore. So this, you could have just ended another way of working, or another project that you were working on, or another curriculum in school, perhaps another business, maybe something that like that, and starting something new. You're right. Shifting. The Nine of Wands is like, I'm kind of fed up with this. I'm shifting. For others, it's an energy of throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what works. So there could be a lot of that, a lot of experimentation, and trying to get a grasp on things, right? Through seeing what actually balances you out, what can you do that does make your heart light as a feather, you know, trying to feel your way through kind of a burdensome process, right? Take it how it resonates. This is what I'm getting. And then the King of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups, which is so interesting. So the King of Swords, this authority and this great deal of wisdom, is clarified by pursuing what it is that you love. Because the Knight of Cups is on a quest for the Holy Grail. You know, this Knight of Cups doesn't actually show the true energy of the Knight of Cups, is in search of what it is that you truly love, and the grail of your life, the grail of your journey, the grail of your mission, right? So this is, but I see he's holding his shield here, and she's holding her shell here, or he or she is holding, so they're both holding something that is going to, in some way, empower them, because the King of Swords is always empowered. So you will be empowered through emotional understanding, following what it is that you really love. If you stay true to your heart, you will be found not wanting in some way, because that judgment I talked about, right? So there's some energy of, again, following your bliss, you know, following your emotional guidance system. That's what's going to lead you. And we have the the Knight of Pentacles. He also is following his emotional guidance system. He has a map here, right? And he is creating the life that he wants through taking small steps. There's a bunch of small steps. The Knight of Wands is notorious for being slow, right? And like I said, the Empress is gestating. She's taking her time right now. She's not doing a lot of work. There is a period of resting here. You have to rest when you are close to giving birth. So there is you're creating something that makes you really happy. Now, I will say this is the second time that my camera turned off while doing this one reading, which tells me that there could be some interruptions, there could be some disruptions, and we're coming to the Five of Wands, which may say that. So there could be some disruption in the process of this creation once you're set free, once you know the path, right? Once you're going forward, you're met with the Five of Wands, which is an energy of drama, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of competition, right? And it is clarifying the Fool, the Fool being, like I said, brave and courageous and excited and optimistic about whatever it is that you're doing. Well, here, there's a lot of that energy, bravery, optimism, and all that stuff, but you're coming up against, something that would thwart you, something that would deny you moving forward, something that would trip you up, right? But don't worry. You clearly have the light around your wand. You clearly, and look, you have your magic wand in both hands, right? This is definitely an energy of perseverance through some type of I would just say obstacle. There's definitely an obstacle. You're going to feel it. You're going to understand it. So you just have to remember your excitement. Remember your love and your optimism for what it is that you are moving forward with, right? That is just the message here with the Fool. So be aware of this and be ready. Forewarned is forearmed, and nothing that's worth having isn't worth fighting for, or if it's worth having, it's worth fighting for, that kind of thing. There's an energy of like having to fight a little bit, having to spar a little bit, having to stick up for yourself a little bit, having to swerve around traffic a little bit, kind of thing. Yeah. And then the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Wands. This is like super, super passionate energy. The King of Wands is also extremely charismatic. He's very, very attractive. And when I say attractive, I'm not just talking about physical attraction where people want to support him, want to help him to be successful, want to serve him in some way, but but attractive in the law of attraction. Like he has mastered the law of attraction in a sense, right? So you are going through that journey right here of mastering the law of attraction. Surrendering to the process, allowing gestation to take place in the universe, sending out your desires and waiting for the right time, staying connected to Source, receiving those beautiful messages from Source, being willing to then do the work and understand that now it's your turn. You've been tapped in. Now it's your turn, right? So this is like super, super potent law of attraction energy where the universe is like, yes, this is how we work together. You're kind of in a flow together. It's like when two people really, really work well together, they can be super productive. This is super productive energy. This is getting twice as much done as anybody else could, kind of thing. This is becoming the master of your craft, basically. All right. So this is really super good. Let's see what the Keepers of the Light want to share with you. So what energy does the Cancer family need to hold? What energy does the Cancer family need to reflect back to you to be successful in this endeavor? What do you want to see from the Cancer family in October? Thank you, Spirit. All right. Oh, beautiful. Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. OMG. So recognize that when you come across obstacles, when you come across opposition, don't worry. Lord Ganesha is working with and for you. Obstacles are being removed. Infinite abundance. You are creating. You are the creator this month. And spiritual support and connections are increasing. Like your connectivity to the moon, your high priestess hierophant energy, your willingness to stay silent, to be still and know, to let go and let God initially, and then to do the work, to believe in your path, right, is being met with the blessings of Lord Ganesha, which is wonderful. And also Lord Ganesha is a god of wisdom and understanding and enlightenment. There's a lot of brain power here behind Lord Ganesha, which again, if you're a student, having the blessing of Lord Ganesha is going to help you a lot. If you're learning something, which, I see a lot of you are with the Knight of Swords, this energy is going to help you to be successful in whatever your endeavor is. There's just a lot of wisdom. You're learning something regardless of whether or not you're a student. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Now we're going to ask for 3 runes from the Allfather just to see what general energy he can add to this message. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we have, let's see, we have Nothies. This is a future victory. This is an opportunity or a defense, a need for defense. And I get that from the 9 of Wands as well, and from the Empress who's having a baby, right? And from the 5 of Wands. There's a need to stay on the defense in some way. And the victory does come, right? There is an opportunity. The victory could be coming in the future. Now I'm seeing one victory for sure to start off the month, but you know, we have lots of victories in our lives, right? And then you have Rido, defense, take control, journey, and decisions. So again, that defense energy and take control. You know, I see you taking control. This is just saying that you are going to be on a journey. There is a rhythm to this, a rhythm. And just the fact that this does have an energy of making decisions, and you do have the Justice card with the King of Swords, you know, maybe this isn't a finding in your favor. Maybe this is you needing to make a wise judgment about which direction to go in. You know, I felt that for a lot of you, that 2 of Wands energy where you have to choose your path. Choose the path that makes your heart feel light as a feather. Choose the path that is most righteous, right? For sure. That's definitely the advice there. And then you have Wunyo, blessings, controlling will, success, and fertility. This is beautiful energy. Wunyo is having that baby, starting that starting that business, that YouTube channel, right? Whatever it is that you're starting, there is blessings behind it. And we know that with Lord Ganesha as well. Success and fertility with man, I wish this would focus better, with the Empress. Really, it's just saying you're on the path to co-creating with Spirit. Stay true to you. Stay true to you and trust that your blessings are abounding. Your blessings are here, coming, and growing. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful Cancer family. Enjoy this amazing, blessed month of October. And I'm also doing weekly readings, so check those out as well. And I'll see you next time. Peace.